And today I will be showing you a few more stitches. We're going to go through what we just went through in the last video, and then I'll show you some new stitches. So again, we're always going to start with a slip knot, so we'll play a little leapfrog here. Put our crochet hook through and tighten it up, and then do our chain, where we're always going to be yarning over. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can tell now this is starting to get a little frayed because I've been using the same and frogging and the same and frogging. So now on the last one I showed you how to do a single crochet where we start with the second from the hook. This is the first, so this is the second. Go under that top loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2. Today I want to show you a double crochet in English or American terms. Again, there's difference between UK and American. So we're going to yarn over before we even do anything. Then we're going to go under the top loop, yarn over, pull through, and now we have 3 hoops or loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Again, if your tension's too tight, you're not going to be able to do that. And I'm going to have to start over because this I've worn this out too much. No big deal. We can take that off easily. Again, I'm going to get back to where I was. Whoops. All right, so again, for the double, you're going to yarn over before you go under that loop. And you're going to go under the loop, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through 2. So you'll have 2 loops now. Yarn over, pull through those. That is a double crochet. So again, that's yarn over, go through the top hoop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I think I missed a stitch in there. Yarn over and go through the top loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 more. That's your double crochet. So just keep doing that over and over until you've gotten the hang of it. You know what I'm talking about, and that'll help you in future patterns. So again, yarn over, pull through. Doggone it, I'm doing yarn under. Yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through, go through 2 loops, yarn over, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And it just becomes, sorry, keep wanting to yarn under, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we want to make sure we get in that last one so that we'll have a straight edge. Now, when you are doing a double crochet, normally you will have to chain 1, and sometimes it's chain 2. It just depends on the pattern. Because it is 2, that's why I would chain 2. Turn your work like this, yarn over, and you're going to go through those top 2 right here, because you're not going to go into the chains, you're going to go into the top of the both loops. yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go under both of the loops, the front and the back, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So you'll just go back and forth like that. And that's what your stitch will look like. Now, when people are talking about the good side and the bad side, this is the good side, and this is considered the back or the not good side. So when you are doing this, that's if they say something about the good side or the back side, that's what they're talking about. So I'm going to go through to the end here so I can show you something else. You get into the habit of doing something, it's hard to break that habit. First I couldn't break the habit of yarning over, and now I can't break the habit of yarning under. Now I am not as fast as a lot of crocheters out there, so hopefully you can follow along, even though I'm not saying much, but you can follow along with my stitches, because like I said, I'm not the fastest out there. You want to make sure you get under both those loops at the very end here. There we go. So chain 2 and turn. And so that's what our front looks like for the double. Now we have a half double crochet. For a half double crochet, you're going to yarn under, or yarn over, sorry, go through the top 2, yarn over, pull through, and it's a half double. So a double crochet, you yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. But for a half double, you're going to yarn over and go through all 3. Okay? So again, it's just like the double, and it's half double. So you're not going to do it twice, you're going to do it once. So yarn over, go through both back and front loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through both, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that is the half double crochet. Triple crochet is you want to go over your yarn over twice and go under both loops, pull through, and now you have 4. So you'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you still have 2, so you want to yarn over, pull through 2. So that is a triple crochet, where you're going to do it twice, go under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to kind of go over that one more time, so you don't have to rewind. We're going to make our leapfrog game to make our slip knot. Put your hook through, tighten it up. Chain, yarn over, pull through. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And second from the hook, there's the first. So you go to the second, go under, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, single. Okay, if we're going to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over first, go through that top chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. That's your double. And then if we're going to do a half double, we're going to yarn over, go through that loop, yarn over, pull through so that we have the 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, whoops, and just fix it if that happens to you, yarn over, pull through 2. That's for the double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. For the double, we'll yarn over, go through that loop, the top loop, yarn over, pull through so that we have those 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of those, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, go through the next loop, yarn over, pull through, so we've got the 3, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's the double crochet. Now for the half double crochet, we yarn over, go through the top loop, yarn over, pull through. So we got the 3 on the hook, but it's a half double crochet. So instead of going through the 2 and 2, we're going to yarn over and go through all 3. Yarn over, go through, yarn over, come back through, yarn over, go through all 3 loops. That's the half double crochet. Now for the triple crochet again, we're going to do it twice. We're going to we're going to yarn over twice. Go through the loop, yarn over, come back through, and then we're going to go by 2. So yarn over, go through 2, so you still have 3 loops. You're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's the triple crochet. Now I did promise you that I would show you a few other things, so today I'm going to hopefully help you to master the magic circle. It's not hard. It really isn't. It took me a long time watching a lot of videos, and I still came back to the first video because for me it was the easiest. Okay. So what I do is I take it over my 2 fingers on this side, like so, and wrap it around and cross. So there's an X right there. And you can hold that with your thumb. Then bring it all the way through and hold it with your pinky. Okay? So then you're going to go under this first loop. You're going to hook this second one and bring it through and twist it. So bring it through and twist it up. After you twist it up, you're going to go back under that same piece of yarn, and I have to move my fingers a little bit to bring it through this loop. And there you have your magic ring. And I like to bring that out like that. So there's your magic ring. Some people say chain 1. I don't see a need to. And you can, the reason the magic chains go great is you can make it as small as you want after you've gotten your stitches in there. So again, you want to bring it over your 2 fingers, leave a little bit of a tail, bring it over your 2 fingers, up and over and cross so that there's an X right there in the front. Sorry, right there. And hold it with your thumb. Go back through, and you can hold it with your pinky. That just keeps it tight for you. Then you're going to come under this first loop, hook the second, and bring it up and twist it as you're coming up. Then you're going to go under that same string in the back there and pull it through the hole that you've made. And that's it. So once you get the gist of it, or get it, figure out how you want to hold it in your hand, I think that's the biggest thing right there. So I'm gonna use another piece of yarn. Again, over your two fingers, up, over to make that X in the front. Hold it down with your finger, bring it back here and hold it with your pinky. And if you want, you can adjust it with your fingers just so you can see that big X. Like that. Go under the first one. Hook this one. Bring it up, and as you're bringing it up, twist it. Okay? And then go under this one, same one in the back, and twist it, bring it through. And there you have it. Magic ring, easy peasy. Now, when stitching in it, you're going to hold them. And the thing to remember when you're doing this is make sure that, like, when you go up here to get the yarn, to yarn over, pull it through, you want to make sure both of those are in that hook or in that stitch, because you're going to bring it back through there. That's a double crochet, isn't it? So again, we'll go through so that we got this cross in the front. Go, whoops, under, over, bring it up, twist. So you got a little X there. Go under and pull it through. And there you have it. It's not hard at all once you just kind of step through it and think about it. And then when you're going to put in like I hold both of them. Actually, I hold all three, because when you go you're going to go through the middle, and you're going to yarn over and bring it through and up, yarn over, bring through the two hoops. There's your single crochet. So if it said single crochet within the circle, or 6 single crochets in the circle, then again, you'll go under, or let me say that better. You're going to go through the hoop, yarn over, bring it back up. So you got those 2 hooks or 2 loops. Yarn over, bring it through, and again, go through, yarn over, bring it through, and through the 2 hoops. And there you have 1, 2, see if you can see this better. 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 of the 6 that you need in that magic circle. But once you get the 6 in there, all you're going to do is you can hold them, and you take this string that's here and pull, and it'll tighten up that circle like so, and get rid of it. So you can use this when you're doing granny squares, or when you're making plushies, or basically when you're basically making anything. Brought it in a little bit closer. I'm not used to working and looking at my phone to see what I'm doing, so this is kind of different for me. So again, one last time, over your fingers, bring it up and over and through your pinky, so that in the front you have this little X. Go under the first, over the second, pull it up and twist it, go under and pull it through that little circle you made. Pull your hand out, and then look at what you got. Pull that out. You got your little circle. Lasso. Single crochet, you're going to go into the circle. You're going to bring that yarn through and up. So you've got 2 loops on your hook. Go under and through for a single crochet in the magic circle. Do that again. Go through. Bring up. Go through. That's 2. Go through the circle, bring up a loop, cross over, yarn over, bring through those 2 loops, go through the circle, bring through, yarn over, go through the 2. And if you want to tighten it as you're going so the loop's not so big, you can do that. Sometimes that helps in holding it better. Go through, bring through the yarn, yarn over again, go through the 2. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 6, so I want to go through it one more time, pull it through, yarn over, yarn over again, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got the 6. So you're counting the V's that are on top for each stitch. We learned that from the chain. Well, now you know it for the magic circle. And then if they say to close that, you're just going to pull that yarn until you no longer have a hole. It's a very tiny one. So there you go. Magic circle made easy, hopefully. That's how I learned. And you have to just keep going over and over and over again until you get it. Now, in the patterns for the granny squares, I remember that we were told to chain. So you got to do your slip stitch, or I'm sorry, not slip stitch, your slip knot, and then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to join with the very first one, which means you're going to go under this very first loop over here, all the way at the beginning, and go under, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through. And that would be your beginning of your circle. I prefer the magic circle, but you do as you wish. Now, I don't like to show this because I don't really want people to be afraid of the magic circle. But if you are, I have seen the tutorials out there that tell you to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then use that first chain as the magic circle. And then that way you can just go through it just like we were before, but you're just putting, you're just putting all those little single crochets in that very first circle. And because that is a sliding knot, you can put your fingernail right above it and pull, and it does the same thing. It closes up. So you can do it that way if you wish. Some people prefer that. Now, if you're working with Chanel yarn, which breaks easily, that is what you're going to want to do. I don't, because I've gotten used to it, so I use the magic circle all the time, but that is something you can do. So those are different ways to do the magic circle. Do whatever makes you more comfortable. Now, another thing that you might see in the patterns, it may say finish off, and it also will say slip stitch. So I'm going to make another chain here. I'm just going to make a few. So how we do a slip stitch, so let's say we're going through and we're doing a single crochet, and all of a sudden it tells us to slip stitch. That just means that you go through, yarn over, pull through, and then you're not going to yarn over again. You're just going to pull right through. Okay? So go through, yarn over, pull through, and just pull it through the first one. No yarning over needed. And that just makes a slip stitch. Same V's, but it's a slip stitch. Now, So again, you just go under that first loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. That's a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through, go through, yarn over, pull through. You're just not pulling through another stitch, but you still have the V for the stitch. So that's something you can practice as well. It's not hard. You're just bringing it through and bringing it through. Bring it through and bring it through. So if it tells you to slip stitch, that's all that they're telling you to do. Nothing fancy, just go through and pull through both. And then you'll also probably see something that says finish off. So if you're at the end of your project, all finishing off means is we're cutting the thread and we're done. So look and see if you need a tail or not. Look and see if it might say chain 1. It might say slip stitch. But if you chain 1, if it tells you to the pattern, then just leave a tail or leave some yarn at the end and cut it. And then you're going to pull that yarn through to end it. And there you have it. And weaving in the ends is just that. Use your needle and put your yarn through it. And then you're going to weave in the ends, and you're going to do it in such a manner that you don't want it to show, but you don't want it to come out either, because you want to make sure that all this hard work you did is going to be secure, and if they wash it or play with it or what have you, the ends aren't coming out. And so you can go under, like back and forth, like go underneath the 2 V's, go through, come back this way through it, just, keep going back and forth. Or you can go through the actual, I think I'll go through here, and you can just kind of like hide it, but you want to hide it in between the stitches. So I'm going behind these stitches, because remember there's a front and a back, and you don't care if the back looks a little different, but you want the front to look good. But you'll just go back through those, and you go through quite a few just to make sure, and then pull through, but then straighten it out so it looks good. And then you can also, a lot of people like you to go back through, but go a different, like I'm going to pass this one up, and I'm going to go through these right here and come out the end. Because that way you're going back and forth through it just to secure those ends in, so they don't come undone. And then that way, then you can cut it without worrying about it. You can cut it really close and not worrying about it coming out, because you put them in there really good. In the next few videos, we'll practice on how to do granny squares and how to read patterns. Reading patterns is vital for learning how to do granny squares and afghans. So bye for now. See you in the next one.